So, Pastor Jen, what kind of challenges did you have early on? Any fears, any doubts, any things that were hurdles to overcome?
Yeah, I think at the beginning, we were concerned like that we would take on something we couldn't sustain. That was our biggest fear because we didn't want to start strong and peter out. We wanted to be able to cast vision for our church so that everyone heard this call that we were feeling to this space and that we could be faithful to serve year after year. So there were challenges in terms of like, are we going to be able to communicate well in a way that our congregation hears it and captures the heart of it, and that we can keep doing it year after year. So those were our first initial kind of fears and challenges to overcome. And then it was, who do we partner with? how do we find who to partner with? And so starting with local organizations that were already in this space, we began there. That's how we ended up meeting the faith-based liaison, Azar, who is here in Santa Clarita. And then from that, we were able to connect directly to DCFS. And there's just been so many opportunities between DCFS and other organizations that really it became an exciting adventure in figuring out, wow, there's a lot of opportunities. Where do we fit and what does that look like?
Is there a certain incident or time or partnership opportunity that you remember feeling that this is actually doable? We can do this.
Yeah, we started with Finally Family Homes when they were building tiny homes for transition age youth, and we were like, we've got people who can help build. We can have it here on our property. Like it became like, this is doable. We have the skills for this. And I think that's what was exciting, was discovering, because we're doing what God has called us to, he's already put within people the gifts, the capacity, the call for it. And so it was exciting because it was something everybody got around, was able to be a part of. And then it was learning there were lots of ways for us to be involved. So even when we did Christmas parties or graduation parties, no, our seniors aren't going to be out there building a tiny home, but they loved to be here and talk with the youth and talk with the people who came. So it was learning that there's lots of different ways to serve, and anyone in our congregation could participate.
Wonderful. Michael, I would love for you to speak candidly. What makes for a good partnership with a church or a community organization, and what makes for a not so great partnership from DCFS's standpoint?
I would say an openness to understand what is really the community need, and a coming together of different perspectives about what that solution would look like for them, and just a willingness to hear the other side about what they're willing to do or what the need is to be able to have two different people coming together to create that opportunity, like what you were talking about earlier, because this is all about opportunities. And I think these partnerships have been such a wonderful opportunity for our children and families and our community.
Is there a specific posture that would not lead to a good partnership from especially a church?
I think you said it really well. I think there's a self-recognition of what we can and cannot do.
Yeah.
Because I think, and maybe I'll speak specifically for DCFS for a second. We've done a really wonderful job of engaging and then re-engaging. And I think what this has been able to change for DCFS is to see the opportunities of what it is to partner with the faith-based community in a way that we've never really done before. And it's created so many more possibilities and opportunities for our children and our families and the community. It's been, I don't see how we ever go back.